Yo, hello and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. This reflex image, and in this video I'll be showing you how to do a very simple but realistic photo manipulation. It's been a while since I manipulate a portrait picture. So here's what we are trying to achieve here. Here's what we are trying to achieve using this picture. So I actually plan on doing the phone manipulation from the shooting. I'm planning on doing this from the shooting, but I was unable to get a nice outcome, so I decided to do it in a separate way. So I took my model picture separately, and also I took the picture of the phone and someone holding the phone separately. So I had to improvise. So me shooting directly like this, I wasn't able to get the positioning of the hand very well, and it's actually time consuming. So I decided to do the math to manipulate it in my Photoshop to get what I actually need. So if this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. This picture was taken with Canon 6D, a 15mm Canon prime lens, shutter speed 160, my ISO at 200, my aperture at 5 1/5. So with no further ado, let's jump into action. So the first thing I need to do is to do my basic adjustments in my camera roll. So I might kind of increase the exposure a little bit, give it a little bit of contrast, bring down the highlighted area a little bit, also the white, bring it down a little bit. So I think I don't have much thing to do here, so I'll just open my picture in Photoshop. I'll click on my open. So I'll wait for it to load up. So here's the picture. So the first thing I will do is, as you all know, my picture size is actually 4x5. So I'll have to recrop this picture back to my 4x5 pixel. So I'll just go to the crop tool here. As you can see, it's already 4x5. You might ask why I use 4x5. That's the Instagram size, apart from 5x5 pixels. So you can actually post 4x5. So the reason why I do crop my picture to 4x5 is that I don't want Instagram to resize my picture for me while posting them. So they might actually delete some details from my picture, remove some area which I want to be there. So with no further ado, now let's continue. So I'm just going to adjust. I will adjust it. I think I like it around this way. Then I'll click on my OK. Then I'm going to switch it to rectangle marquee tool. We want to extend the background now. I want to fill this area with the initial backdrop. So I'll pick up my rectangle marquee tool. I'm going to scroll around this area first. Then I'm going to click on Ctrl T. After doing that, I'll just have to hold down my shift key. Then I'm going to drag here until I'm no longer seeing the white background. So once I'm done, I'll firstly remove my hand on the mouse, then I'm going to remove my hand on the shift key. Then I'll click on my OK. Then I'll click on Ctrl D to deselect. I'll do the same thing to the right hand side also. So Ctrl T for pre-transform, hold down my shift key, then I'll drag to the side also. Once I'm done, I'll just click on my OK, Ctrl D to deselect. So we're actually done with our background extension. So I won't be doing, the next thing is for which to just start retouching now, but I won't be showing any retouching video for now. If I'm to show any retouching video, it's going to be just retouching alone, because retouching on its own can actually take up to 6-7 minutes, and my video, I don't want them to be more longer than 20 minutes tops, maximum of 20 minutes. So if I'm to create a retouching video, I'm going to create that separately. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to remove our model from the background, so that we can actually remove the blemishes from the background, smoothing the background, post at our manipulation. But before that, let's go on a 1 minute break. See you guys in the next 1 minute.
So in case you're interested in getting any of my picture editing file, from my overlays down to my color lookup, which is my LUT file, so you just have to scroll down to your video. So under the comment, this is my description. So it's not going to load the description for you. You just have to click on show more, click on it. So it's going to show all the options. Once it does that, just click on my store link. So here's my store link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you directly to my store. So you can actually select any file you want. From the color lookup, this is a light skin LUT. This is a feather which I used in my recent video. This is 100 premium baby overlays. This is my first video course. This video course entails on how to download all the files I want. The site I use in downloading all my files free of charge, including my Photoshop panels also. This includes my PNG files. This includes all my packs, all my picture editing files, my premium overlay, my PNG, my flying fabrics, my color lookup, my presets. So once you buy this, you've already bought everything apart from this one. So here is my flying fabrics. Here is my, in case you want to give me any project for me to work on. Here is my color lookup. Here is my background overlay, and here is my presets file. So in case you're interested in buying any one, you can actually go for them. The good news there is that you can actually buy your own currency, any currency of your choice. You can buy with any currency of your choice. So here are parts of the file I have here. Here is my glitter. Here are balloons from 0 to 100, from 0 to 9, and A to Z for you to use for your numbering for a birthday or any other thing you want it for. So you can actually get this one also.
So welcome back, guys. So now we can now start with our background cleaning. For you to clean our background now, so first thing first, see, oh no, we are actually working on our background layer right now. So the next thing we'll be doing is just to click on our Ctrl J. After doing that, there are so many ways you can actually remove background, but I think you can just go with this one technique if you don't know how to do that. So the first thing I'll be using, if you're using a Photoshop of CC 17 above, you should be able to have these pictures there. This select subject. Once you click on the quick selection tool, which is over here, click on it, then click on select subject and wait for it to load up. So automatically it's going to do about 70% of the job for you. So you just have to make few amendments yourself. As you can see right now, actually gave me a perfect selection. So I just have to add a little bit of adjustment to it, and then we'll call it a day. So I'll just have to zoom in. I can continue with my quick selection also, make sure it's an addition, but it might not do the job well for us, so we can actually switch to another selective mode. But I think it's doing a great job so far. So let's see if we still have any error anywhere. Okay, I think I'm having something nice here, but we have to remove this part also. So instead of it being on addition right now, we switch it to subtraction. So we are going to subtract from the selection, as you can see. But I actually cut off the air for us, so let's turn it back to addition and add the air. We'll use another tool to remove the background from the air. So we are getting something nice so far. So let's say we're done now. The next thing we just have to do is to click on our max, which is our max, which we have over here on our layer 1. So we just have to click on the max over here. So instead of deleting the background, so it's better for you to click on the max. You might not know what to do now until you turn off the background layer. As you can see, we actually remove our model from the background, but the issue we're having right now, we are yet to remove the background from this part of the air. So for you to do that right now, just double click on the max we just created right now, double click on it, wait for it to load up. It's going to take you to another panel. Make sure you are picking the second brush which you have over here, then you zoom in. It's called the refined edge brush. So just zoom in, then trim over this area you want to remove the background for. As you can see, it actually removed the background and retain the air strands, which is what we are trying to achieve so far. So let's see if we can do it somewhere else again. Okay, let's try it here also. Okay, as you can see, it's not all that perfect, but we actually got something nice. So let's click on our OK to take us back into Photoshop. So that being said, now we actually remove our model from the background, so we can now turn on our background layer back again now, as you can see. So the next thing we'll be doing, we'll be duplicating the background layer once more by clicking on Ctrl J. So this time around we want to delete the model from the background. The first thing we delete the background from the model. So now for us to delete the model from the background, we have to make the selection back, but to make it easier for us, we actually have the selection on our max here. So you just have to hold down your Ctrl key and click on the max. It's going to return the selection back to you. So after that, you just have to go to your select. Under select, go to modify, then you click on expand. So it will be expanding by 8 pixels over here. Then we'll click on our OK, then we'll hit on our delete key. So you might not know what to do right now until you turn off the upper and the lower layer. You actually see that we really have our background on this layer. Then you click on Ctrl D to deselect. So you can turn on all the layers back now, as you can see. So the layer we just deleted the model from now, which is the background copy. So you just have to go to your filter, under filter go to blur, then you go to Gaussian blur. So increase the blur until you see it, until you're no longer seeing any blemishes. Click on your OK. So we're actually smoothing the background. The next thing we'll be doing now, the background is not that I don't like the color is not that harmonized to the way I want it to be. So I'll just have to create an empty new layer above it. It has to be above the background, below our model. So I'll just click on my color selection over here. Once I click on it, it's going to load up the panel for me. Then I'm going to sample the color I want to fill the background with. I think this color is around OK. I'll click on my OK, then I'll pick my gradient too. I'll pick the gradient, so I'll make sure it's on the first selection. Then I'll zoom out, I'll drag from the top, as you can see, drag from the left, drag from the right. Actually gotten a much nicer and cooler background. So there's a little bit of light concentration at the middle. So that being said, now we've actually gotten what we need with the picture. So the next thing is for we to bring in what we need, which is the mobile phone. So I'll just have to go to my file manager. I'll select my picture. I can use any one. Okay, let me use this for now. Just have to drag it into my Photoshop. But I'm not going to open it. I want to open it an entire new document. So I'll drag it up here. I'll drop it down. So I'm just going to do a little bit of basic adjustment to it. I'll add a little bit of contrast. I'll bring down the highlight a little bit. So the clarity also a little bit. Then I'll click on my open in Photoshop. I'll wait for it to load up, as you can see right now. So the next thing I'll be doing, I'll be removing the model. I'll be removing the hand and the phone from the background. So firstly, Ctrl J to duplicate my layer. Pick my quick selection to, then I'll click on select subject, wait for it to load up. I'll wait for it to load up. Once it does, I'll just have to zoom in and make a little bit of adjustment to it, to the selection. So I'll pick my polygonal axis to do that. So firstly, I'll go with subtraction. I'll remove from the selection. This has to be on addition, so I'll turn it back to addition. You can take your time to crop this out perfectly. So back to still on addition again. Let's continue with addition. Let's continue this time around subtraction. Let's go to subtraction for now. Okay, let's see if we still have anywhere to make an adjustment to. So yeah, let's make it subtraction also. So you have to pay attention to every details in every picture to make your picture look perfect, like an artwork. So we're done with this now. So the next thing we just have to do is to duplicate it by clicking on Ctrl J. So I have to turn off the both layer below. As you can see, we already have our hand there. So we pick our pic tool, then we'll drag it to our document we are working on, which is this. So Ctrl T for free transform. Let's just adjust the size. Let's adjust it. I think it's okay around this way. Then we'll click on our OK. We drag it above our model layer, which is right around there. So we put it in whatever location we want it to be. We'll click on our OK. So that being said, now we'll be making use of two phones. But for now, let's actually add the picture to the phone before we drag it in. So now let's delete the phone we just brought in. Now let's delete it. So the entire document we are working on right now, let's Ctrl Shift Alt and E to create the image copy of everything we just worked on right now. So now let's go back to the phone we are actually working on now. So what we'll be doing now, we'll be cropping this area out, the screen area. We'll crop it out so that we can actually add the picture to it. So now I'll pick my polygonal axis to do just that. I'll make sure it's on addition. So I'll just scroll over the screen area. I'll scroll over it. Make sure you select it perfectly so that it's going to look real, realistic enough, as you can see. So I'll select the screen area. Select the screen area. Select the screen area. I'm trying to improvise here so that it won't touch the camera. So let's keep on selecting right now. So let's make sure we have a perfect selection. So in case you're still having any issue with this step, just let me know on my WhatsApp or via my Telegram channel, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. This picture is also available for practice. If you need to practice with, just go to my my Telegram. You will find the picture there. So now let's say we're done with the selection. Now we just have to duplicate it by clicking on Ctrl J. So we'll go back to the document we are working on. So we drag it here. We drag it, then Ctrl T for free transform, reduce the size to whatever size the phone is. Ctrl T, we adjust to whatever size we want it to be. So once we're done, we'll click on our OK, we right click on it, then create a clipping mask. Then we adjust it from inside the box. We adjust it to whatever location we want it to be, as you can see right now. Actually, I did not crop it out perfectly. I'm just trying to show you guys what I'm trying to achieve. So now we just have to merge it together, the 3 layers. So Ctrl Shift and select, then Ctrl E to merge it together. So now I cannot drag it to my document right now, as you can see. Ctrl T for transform to, then reduce the size, reduce it, then place it in whatever location I want it to be. Let's say I want it to be around this way. Okay, click on our OK. So we'll go back to this document again. We want to make sure it's also reflecting on this part of the body. So I'll just go back there. I'll go to image. Under image, I'll go to rotation. Then I'll flip canvas horizontal, as you can see right now. So I can now drag this to make it the second hand also. As you can see, just have to adjust the size. I'll reduce the size. Then I'll take it to whatever location I want it to be also, as you can see. So once I'm done, I just have to click on my OK. So we're actually getting something nice so far. So the next step is for we to just start our color grading now. As you all know, my first step in color grading is me using my vintage. So I'm just going to click on my ecliptical marker tool, which is over here. Then I'll hold down my shift key. I'll circle around my model this way. I'll make sure it's at the middle. I'll drag it to the middle. Then I'm going to click on Ctrl Shift and I to invert my selection. I'll go to adjustment layer, click on solid color, fill it 100% black. Then I'll click on the mask, open my property panel. I'll increase the fader to about 700 plus. I'll click on my OK. Then I'll reduce the opacity. So the next step to my color grading is for me to add my favorite loot, which is my Mela chocolate. I'll just go to my adjustment layer, click on my color lookup, then load 3D loads. I'll scroll down until I see my Mela chocolate. So I'll click on it and boom, automatically it's going to create a low light image for us. If it's a little bit, if it's too much, just bring down the opacity till you see it. So I think we're actually done what we promised to do, as you can see. So that's all what's this tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And also, if you're interested in getting any of my picture editing files, they are available via my store. And also, if you're interested in getting the raw file for practice, kindly visit my Telegram channel. There are pictures there, there are raw materials to work on there. See you guys on my next tutorial. One love.